Okay, Gareth, here we are. So the Stealth 2 that we've tried many a time. Although this is the new upgrade that we haven't really done a full review on yet, but I like it, and we'll get there at some point. And the STZ, which we've just come in today, we did a review on it just now, and what we thought would be quite an average driver has turned into be very good. So we thought we must have a look. So if we compare the two, we can see straight away there's a difference in the length. This is completely normal for Mizuno. This year they've decided to go for 45 inches instead of 45.75. So I'm expecting there will be a difference in the swing speed and the ball speed, but as we found out, this thing is a fairway finder. So I'll be really interested to see, we have to make an opinion on just, the distance, but also dispersion as well. We can't just go all the way down to distance today.
Will length matter, Simon?
Will length matter? That is the age-old question, Gareth, isn't it? So here we are. Let's go for the Mizuno first, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Gareth. Okay. All right. So the Mizuno first.
Yep.
Brand new Pro V1. To cause any, confusion with the ball flights. Not the best one to start with, to be honest, but it's out there, 280. It's okay.
Good shot. Good. That's the ball flight you're after at the minute, isn't it?
It is. I was getting very inside. I was hitting ball after ball in the net, and it's an interesting one. When you put a tee down where you want to aim for, if you're trying to hit a fade, you obviously have to hit it left of that, and almost think that tee, that's what 3 or 4 foot in front of you, is the end point, not the starting point, if that makes sense. That's the ball flight I'm looking for, Gareth. That right there is the one. So like the original, the first review that we did, just not long ago, I'm still getting decent numbers. 265 is good. 108 club speed is not, but 285 down the middle, you can't complain. Another one, 291. I mean, I'm not getting too close to 300, which I expect maybe the Taylormade to do, but I've hit one dodgy shot and 3 nice little fades, and they're all down the middle. That was a good hit.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah?
Will we switch across to the Stealth 2 then?
Yep. Okay, so Taylormade time. Oh, that was so badly hit. Do you know what, that works well, because the first one I hit with the Mizuno wasn't great. And do you know what the weird thing was there? That was my first swing, and I hit the hill. I think that's probably because it's the 3/4 inches longer, so I've got to now kind of change slightly in terms of the delivery. There we go, now we're back.
Good shot.
So I'm not trying to jump at these, Gareth. I'm just trying to hit them like I would usually on the golf course. So there is about 3 mile an hour difference, most likely, between the 2 lengths of shaft. I love the heel. One more. So straight away, there's I've hit 2 not so good shots so far with the Taylormade and only hit 1 with the Mizuno. So, for me, definitely more consistently is the Mizuno so far. That was struck.
Yeah. Nice ball speed there, 167. Good.
All right.
Okay, let's get a look at it. So when we look at it again, the first thing we looked at last time was the club head speed. So you're 111.9, basically 112 with the Stealth, and you are just over 108 with the Mizuno.
So it's 3 mile an hour there. I wasn't trying to go for any of those really. It was more just a stock swing.
So we go carry, we're 261 with the Stealth 2, and we are 258 with the
So
Mizuno.
3 yards, just under 3 yards.
3 yards. And then we go to total, we are 288 on that test, and then you are 285. 3 yards. And ball speed, 162 with the Taylormade, and 159, nearly 160.
So all that says to me, right, is that they've got, okay, there's a little bit of difference in the Stealth 2 than there is in the Mizuno. But you can see from those numbers, it makes complete sense that I'm hitting the Mizuno at the middle more. So yeah, look at those numbers, Gareth. I feel like, okay, yeah, the ball speed is faster with the Stealth, and so is the swing speed, but the only way that I'm getting these similar numbers is quality of contact, and I feel like obviously with the Mizuno, I'm hitting the centre of the face better.
Yeah.
You know, I'm generating maybe less spin. It doesn't really show it on this, but I feel like it must be generating less spin to be able to do that, to get to those situations. In terms of dispersion, Gareth, I mean, it's quite close. There was 2 here that weren't so great. They were out the grid. There's 1 that's just out of the grid, but for me, that's pretty good. The dispersion doesn't really bother me. I'm pretty good with my drives. I feel quite confident with them. I would see for the sort of mid-handicapper, you will see a difference in dispersion. I feel like the Mizuno would be a lot better for you.
The white dots, white circle, that's the Mizuno. And
Yeah.
the orange are the Stealth, and you can see that the furthest 2 were the Stealth.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really about the distance, this one. It was more about controlling that ball fight. The one
Yeah.
thing I would say is when you're hitting those shots, the Mizuno was definitely more, you could see it trying to fade more.
Yeah.
It looked like you're under control more.
I feel like I could shape the ball better with it as well. I feel like a lot more in control because of the 3/4 of an inch difference. You know, I have been fitted before, funnily enough, and they actually took half an inch off, and it is quite a common thing for golfers to have half an inch off just for the playability of it. So I would say, you know, certainly give it a go. I feel like, yeah, you may see a difference in the distance, a few yards maybe. But for me, there's a lot of people out there who could sacrifice that distance for their dispersion. You know, the majority of the golfers in this world would probably benefit from that, you know?
Yeah, but
So,
to swing it 3 miles an hour slower and
Yeah.
only really lower your ball speed by 3 miles an hour is quite good.
it's very good, very good.